one of the highlights was definitely being part of the project, part of the pre-opening team. I've been involved for about a year now. Yeah, definitely being involved from architecture plans straight through to the designers, interior designers, working with engineers, kind of seeing what their field of expertise is. So it was definitely a great part for me to be involved in terms of my career, to see how it works and being part of this development. Another highlight was definitely picking our staff. They were each handpicked, and which is definitely for us important that we select staff that can work with us and like-minded to how we want to operate and run this hotel and conference center for sure.
Tell me a little bit about the design of the room. It's nice, clean spaces.
Yeah, we have a very clever interior designer, Beth Murray from Origin Interiors. It was very nice working with her. She's very creative, and she's also wanted our involvement in the room as well in terms of operational, how it works, where is plug points required, in terms of the block-out of the rooms, the lighting, where's light switches. In terms of that, she involved us a lot in the interior, which made it very interesting for us. And so the room here is an operational room as well as a pretty room, which was very nice for us to be involved in those decision-making as well.
And lastly, tell me a little bit about what you're most excited about over the coming year.
I think about just getting this hotel operating. It's been the journey's been amazing, and we've been involved with designing a lot of the operational side of things. We were very much involved in designing the rooms and the housekeeping, the back of house areas, and the conference center, kitchens. So for us to see it operating, I think is for me the most exciting part of it.
To see the rooms full and people
yes,
coming
absolutely,
in and
using it, and to see where we've made the right decisions, and it's exciting to see it actually coming alive.
So our main focus is the local and national market, but with Gary and Glyn, our CEOs, going to the trade shows in the States as well as in Europe, it naturally gained some traction in the international market. And as such, with both the clients in the international and the local market understanding the size and the flexibility of our spaces, that traction has just increased, and we've seen the momentum in the interest grow. So one of my key focuses is to optimize every square meter of our space. And our flexibility talks to that, in that even our corridors are larger than the average conference center, and so is a usable space as well. It's very encouraging to see that we already have business on books confirmed, deposits paid, contracts signed up until March 2017 already. And the demand has been such, especially since the trade shows that Gary and Glyn have attended, that we've had to hire in our meeting and events team 6 months prior to opening already.
I've worked in many hotels here in Cape Town, 5-star hotels. This is now my third opening. Before this I used to open the Crystal Towers, and then the Table Bay Hotel, and I obviously did a stunt at the Westin as well in Cape Town. And now I'm finding myself at the Century City Conference Centre, and I'm looking forward to this journey. This is going to be something new for me. Bigger.
What do you have up your sleeve to make the food amazing?
Well, you see, a lot of our food will be like finger fork, because people don't want to sit down to have meals. So I'm going for finger fork, but more with a twist, a little bit of upmarket, and obviously for what the client wants. At the end of the day, it's what the client wants, and then we'll just have to produce. And I'm the type of guy that listen to my clients and not myself.
Tell me a bit about the technology and the equipment that you have in your kitchen.
Well, I've worked in a lot of kitchens in Cape Town. I think this one is the ultimate. It's the best kitchen I've ever seen. I mean, the first time that I walked in, I got nervous, but I'm getting used to it now. Just to mention just one thing in the kitchen that stood out for me as well was the new operating basins. You don't need to use your hands. Your hands, you work, your hands get dirty. You need to open the tap, then you need to wash it. But here you can just, with a touch of your knee, the you know, the water comes out, you can wash your hands, sanitize it, and there we go again.
It's really cool. So it stays sterile the whole
There
time.
we go. Yeah, ready for the next job.
So our official opening date has always been set as the 1st of February. However, we did host our first conference already on the 18th of January with a full buyout of the centre. One of the big national corporate pharmaceutical companies took the centre, and it worked really well. They used all the main halls downstairs, breakaway rooms upstairs. And then our launch has really been a combination of some smaller events right up to bigger events like Valentine Under the Stars, where we officially unveiled the conference centre. Greatly supported by the South African National Convention Bureau, Westgrow, we had Saki in attendance, we had Fedhaza there, so all the big industry role players were there. They've been very supportive along the way. And then we had the Minister, Alan Winde, unveil the conference centre on the night of the 14th. We had the Cape Philharmonic Orchestra 2 nights in the square, and it was really something quite amazing. But as I said earlier, it's been a combination of some bigger events like that and other smaller events. We've been inviting key people around at different times, either hosting for breakfast, lunches, dinners, etc., overnight stays. So it's been lots of, we often refer to it as lots of little celebrations of the opening and of the centre, rather than just one particular event.
And there's going to be many more to come.
Your stand is looking amazing. Do you have any involvement in the design process?
It was hugely important for us to try and bring in some of what we've created in Century City to Meetings Africa. You'll notice that the stand really mimics the hotel and the conference centre in its design, its look and its feel, so that when people are coming and engaging with us, it really brings the conference centre and hotel into the middle of Sandton. So it was important that the stand really did encapsulate what we try to create, what we have created to date.
This is your second time exhibiting here at Meetings Africa. Tell me about the process and who you've met so far.
So yeah, the morning started off really well. The stand's been busy. We've had lots of interest from both international hosted buyers as well as your local conference organisers. And then we had the Minister of Tourism, Minister Derek Hanekom, come past our stand and spent about 5 or 6 minutes with us, chatting to us. A lot of interest shown in the venue, specifically I think because it's something that Cape Town has been longing for so long. It's private equity, and we've had lots of support once again today from industry role players and leaders. And then I think just being here again, just to the industry and to the trade, having all the different hoteliers, all the different sales teams from all the different hotel groups coming by, a lot of interest shown. Most of the hotels can only accommodate up to 350, 400 delegates in their own respective venues. So even people that are working within sales teams of big hotel chains, they're very interested in the centre because it's something that they can still sell on and then have the benefit of the accommodation being booked at their various hotels and then busing people to and from the centre. So great interest shown, great day one here at Meetings Africa, and so far so good.
So tell me about the new additions to your team and the hiring process.
Yeah, several months ago we embarked on a social media campaign amongst LinkedIn, Facebook and Twitter, whereby we put some unique sculptured advertisements trying to capture the human capital of our industry and go through our channels. So we had 1,900 applicants over the 4-month period, and we've really cherry-picked each individual for their relationships, for who they are, for what they stand for. Some are skill-driven, but we've really got a unique team. We have just recently opened, and what's come through in all the feedback that we've received to date is our staff, and that has been our brand promise. When Gary and I have been going out to various trade shows, we've been selling our venue with a personality and an identity, and for us to stand at our second Meetings Africa and see key salespeople on the stand truly selling that brand and putting a persona and a personality into what we've really tried to create from a foundation that has been a development rather than individuals. I think we've struck it lucky. We really have got a great team, and we I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, it's great. I agree.